Hey there, Danny here. Welcome to my ramblings. Tonight I'd like to talk about something that may upset some people, but it's not for you. If you do end up triggered from anything that I say here tonight, refer back to the video for challenge 1. And if you are triggered, please don't be so disrespectful that you post things in the comments or the community section, picking bits and pieces of what I'm about to say to prove your point that your triggered reaction makes sense. Because the truth is, I don't know you. So if you're triggered, excuse me, allergies are horrible here right now. If you're triggered by anything that I say, that's a sign that you need to work on something in yourself. Because I don't know you, and I'm not talking to you. If this doesn't fit for you, then stop watching the video. I think our media, movies, and social media have inundated us with the thought that men are bad. I'm not talking about the proverbial bad boy. Notice that the words are bad boy. That clearly speaks he's not a man. It clearly speaks that no matter what his age is, he still has the mentality of a boy. I get it in your teens and your 20s when you're just exploring and getting to know yourself. I understand the bad boys doing their thing and racking up how many women they can and makes them feel superior. Well, I'm going to tell you that once you hit your 30s, if you haven't grown out of that, you're more than likely going to get old alone. Nobody there to be by your side, because that will be your karma for the choices that you made. I am speaking about real men, grown men. And I'm not talking to men who want to say they're a good guy. Because grown men and real men don't ever have to tell anybody that they're good. The reason is because their actions show it. It shows it in the way that they talk to everybody. And if the women really want to date somebody and be feeling like she's a queen, a real man, a grown man, would do exactly that. We see on the media and news, television shows, movies, they glorify the bad boy. It gets them ratings. It gets them ratings. That's the only reason they do it. And we buy into it. We buy into it all the way. Social media, you see a lot of guys on there talking about how other guys should step up. Those guys are not talking to real men or grown men. They're talking to the bad boys, the good guys. Not real men, not grown men. Because a real man, a grown man, you guys would never treat somebody so poorly. You know that trust and respect are earned. You know that doesn't come overnight. You would never put somebody in a third-party situation because you're a good guy. Not the proverbial self-proclaimed good guy, but a real good guy. You're real. You're grown. And it's all because you're your true, authentic self. You love yourself. You know what your worth is. You know what you bring to the table. Women don't always see that. For some reason, and I'm not even sure why, women tend to think that they can stop a bad boy from being a bad boy. That if he could just, if I could just stop him from all his sexual trysts and everything else, then I would have won. What do you win? The only thing that you win is a crappy dude. He's not going to change. You want to be treated like a queen? Go find a real man, a grown man. Because grown men treat everybody with respect. They don't have to tell anybody that they're good, because their actions show that. And I'm not even going to say I don't think. I know that you guys do not get enough credit. You do not. It's about a year ago that I came up with an idea. I'm not going to tell you the idea because this is the video that's going to lead up to, and I've talked about it in a couple of other videos about me throwing myself out in public and kind of doing some pretty cool stuff. I'm hoping that it turns out great. I'm pretty sure that it will. I think that we need to start appreciating the real men, the grown men. I raised 2 sons. When they were about 12 or 13, our house was where they always came. They always hung out at our house. I was the chauffeur that took them from where they wanted to go and picked them back up, which didn't bother me at all. I knew where they were. I knew what they were doing. They weren't getting in trouble. When they were 12 or 13, I told them that I will never tell them who their friends can and cannot be. However, as their mother and them being under 18, I do reserve the right to tell them what I think. Give them my 2 cents. And my oldest, when he became an adult, he did say that I was pretty much right about all those ones that I warned him about and said that they weren't going to turn out that great. Majority of them turned out wonderful. And I remember raising the boys and thinking, God, there's so much bitterness towards men. And I looked at all these boys, not just my sons, but all of their friends. And every single one of these boys were great, great kids. They may have done stupid teenage things, but the truth was they were all great kids. They've all turned into great men. And I always thought, God, they don't get enough credit. When you're watching all of the stuff, you tend to get brainwashed into thinking that you need the bad boy. We don't need the bad boy. I want this to be a soft place to land. I want this to be a loving, kind, compassionate soul tribe. And real men, grown men, please feel free to join this group, because the truth is, you won't be judged. And if you are, I will come to your aid. I know you're out there, and I know you do not get the respect that you deserve. You're ignored. You're treated like a second-class citizen. I'm not talking career, and I am not talking money-wise about men. I could care less about the whole feminist stuff. That's not what this is about. This is strictly about the real men, the grown men, the great guys. They're out there. They just don't get enough support and enough encouragement. And I can tell you that if a guy comes to me with a cheesy pickup line, I might laugh, but it's really not going any further than that. Because I know you're not a real man. I get that it's universally thought that if you can make a woman laugh, that she's going to be into you. That's not always true. Women want to grow with you. Making them laugh is important, yes. But trying to do that when you very first meet them doesn't necessarily guarantee that they're going to give you the time of day. It doesn't. Since I have gotten to my true authentic self, and loving myself, I have met some phenomenal men out there. They're not bad boys. They don't act like bad boys. And y'all don't get the credit you deserve. We talk about, and I'm not talking career and I'm not talking money, but we talk about all this equality and being equal. But we forget the real men and the grown men. You guys don't deserve to be forgotten anymore. This is going to be a place that you can come. We're going to grow. We're going to get a great movement together of everybody wanting to be with a real man, a grown man. Not these childish bad boys or the infamous self-proclaimed good guy. You men are awesome. Real men, grown men are awesome. When you're watching videos and things like that that are talking to men and how men need to step up, they're not talking to real men. They're not talking to grown men. They're literally talking to the bad boys. Bad boys aren't going to get it until they're old and gray. How do I know this? Because I actually know a few. And as of right now, once they hit their 50s and 60s, their life kind of sucks. They're alone. There's nobody there. Why? Because they sowed their wild oats for most of their adult life. They didn't find somebody they could settle down with. They didn't find a significant other. They come out of the woodwork, though. The ones that I know come out of the woodwork thinking that now that they're lonely, that all of a sudden I'm supposed to be their buddy. Not happening, dude. I wasn't interested in you then. I'm not going to be interested in you now. But I want real men to know you're appreciated. If you haven't heard it today, you're amazing. You're a gift from God. And you keep doing what you're doing. Because we lead by example. It's not do as I say. It's do as I do. And you guys are magnificent. And the reason that you guys, I don't think, get enough accolades is because we want to talk about, we need men to step up. A real man, a good man, a grown man cannot. He doesn't have the ability to tell these bad boys what's going to happen. They're not going to listen. They're going to treat him like he's an idiot. So not only are you guys getting treated like idiots by women, but you're also getting treated like idiots by other men. I should say boys, not men. But I want you to know that this is a safe place for you. I will be your cheerleader. We will build a beautiful soul tribe that helps you all stay being the amazing men that you have chosen to become. I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you, real men, grown men. Thank you for finding your true authentic self, for loving yourself, for knowing your worth. I'm so grateful that you've done that. And let's celebrate you going here on out. I'm sharing this information with you because this is going to start in a small series of some things that I've got planned. I've been talking about some videos of me throwing myself out there in public. I'll have it all videoed and everything. You'll see. It'll be great. I'm not sure what the reactions are going to be, but I'm really hoping that they're good. I'm really hoping that they're positive, and I think that they will be. And we're going to have some fun with this, and we're going to do it more than once. So I will give you more heads up on when and where that's going to happen. So if you want to stop out and be an active part of it, that would be cool. I'm totally all right with it. But I want you all to know, real men, grown men, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I respect you. And I'm so grateful that you're out there. Let's work together to make it so you guys have more support. To make it so you guys are more sought after. Because the truth is, women need to get out of their heads. You're never going to change a bad boy. And thinking that you can, and that would be your greatest accomplishment, why would you want to do that? You want to be a mother to a legally aged man, but his mentality is a boy. Why would you want to do that? Really? It makes absolutely no sense. There's no reason that you should want to do that. Grown man, a real man, would never ask you to do that. They would never require you to mother them. Because they have morals and values. And my hat goes off to all you real men. Come on and join the Soul Tribe. You'll love every minute of it, and I'd love to involve you in some of the future things that I've got planned out for you. So, let's bring some awareness to it. They have enough movements for everything else that's negative. Let's do a positive one. Let's get you guys out there and get known. And get you praised for who you are. Alright, guys. With that said, night. Love ya. See you in a day or two.